G'day and welcome back to the channel, Headlight Restoration Perth. Today we're working on a ML320 Mercedes, the SUV, and this is a bit of a special one for me because it is for a gentleman named Steve, who is the first follower of my channel to actually get his lights done. So all the cars that I've done up to this point have just been through car yards and word of mouth and everything, but this is the first one I've got to do due to the channel. So yeah, it was pretty special. So I appreciate him calling out and getting me to come down and do it. Great bloke, really nice bloke. So the job that I did today, it's we were doing it in his carport. So the before and after photos, that you can see the difference, but because of the lack of natural light on the headlight and everything's in a shadow, so to speak, you really can't get to appreciate the change that come through by doing this, because there's a lot of oxidation that I'm taking off right now on the light, and there was a lot of yellow powder, so there was a huge amount of oxidation on it, and as much as you might be able to just see it there, just sitting on top of the light, I'm sure if we were in a different lighting, you'd really see the difference. But really happy with the way it ended up anyway. So starting out with a 400, went to a 6, then an 8, and then from there, went through to that 3000 Trizac, then the polishing, and obviously the final step of the clear. So I have found myself sort of like doing a lot by hand lately. Like, even so I'm using the machine a lot on this, for some reason I get a lot out of just the hand, doing it by hand. It's just the finessing, it's just, I get a different feel. And right at the back there where I'm going now, there's quite a gap between the actual panel and the light. So the light sort of like goes in a little bit behind the panel. So it's not somewhere where you can get with the machine anyway. So I did use by hand to get there a lot, but I don't know, I'm starting to like the feel of doing it by hand after you use the machine, just for your feel with the bumps through the paper, if there's any extra clear there or how smooth it might be. So yeah, so I have been doing that a bit. I did use a different product or brand of paper on the last one I did, and it just wasn't anything like what I've been using. So I wasn't happy with the last results, so I went back and got my original paper, and yeah, the difference is unbelievable. So I am still thinking about the 3M, the 500, and thinking the 800 and that. Like, it is a lot more expensive. Like, I've found a distributor where I can buy the Trizac, but if I was to buy a box of Trizacs on Amazon from Australia, and I think you only, I don't know, you might only get 20 in a box perhaps, they wanted like $190. So, you know, the 3M products that because I can't find them in an everyday shop over here, the ones that are recommended for this. So it even just for a 50 packets cost nearly $60, I think. So I might try and do that, but at the moment I'm just sticking to what I do have my the capabilities of grabbing locally in it. But I am still looking for that 3M product. So if anyone does know of a local store or whatever that I can get it in Australia without actually going to Amazon, the P500, the gold, and the 800, yeah, that would definitely help. So I have been getting a few comments and feedback and everything, so keep them coming. I really appreciate the feedback and all the little tricks that you tell me about how you do things, and because I do try and implement things. You might not see it in every video, but trust me, I take into account what's been said. So the last comment was about the polishing, but that was because I was still doing the polishing on the drill before I got my little pistol grip high rev polisher. So so that was definitely a game changer. I also mentioned about, because I used the Plastex, and I did get that Chemical Guys Headlight Restorer, and a guy mentioned the Maguire, the I think it's the RX, and he reckons that's like really good, really noticeable in the difference. So if any of you have used that product opposed to the Plastex and you found it to be beneficial, I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. But I still have a bit of a stock of the Plastex and the Restorer, so I don't really need to buy any more yet, and this is to like getting me by. So, and I don't really have the money to spare to buy that at the moment, any extra. So but it would be good to know if you have used the product and have noticed the quality of it, just to double up on what this ladder's already been telling me about. It has been a little while since I've posted. Like I haven't done much over the last couple of weeks, and what I have done, I probably should post it anyway. It's just like it come with a really bad oxidation, but it still come out like a bronzy goldy colour, like it wasn't clear, and that was due to that sandpaper. So I did mention to the customer that I will be contacting him within the next month, and go back over there and redo it now that I've got this product back in stock that I've been using. So this one hasn't been too bad. Like I wish that you could have really noticed how oxidized it was at the beginning, because I find when I'm doing it in natural light, with the sun shining through the lens and you're getting the different reflections from the chrome and everything, it really does highlight the cracking of the clear and how oxidized and everything it is, and then when you do that final polish, it really does make a difference. But like it was a pretty warm day, so I was sort of like pretty thankful to be in the garage anyway, to be honest. But yeah, like I say, I've gone through the 400, then went up to the 6, the 8, and then been doing a little bit by hand through each one. And as you can see there now, like even with that Trizac, I'm even doing some of that by hand, because some of that edging I just couldn't get to with the machine. So I thought that, even so it was the edge that you probably wouldn't see, it's still worth that extra effort to do it by hand to get that equal finish. So I hope this gentleman did like the outcome. It was really decent of him to contact me and tell me that he's got this car and he loves his little Mercedes here, and he let me work on the headlights for him. So I was really pleased with the outcome, and I'm sure if he does any night driving, he would definitely see the difference as well. So if any of you have got any comments, observations, work that you've done on Mercedes, like I was actually thinking that the Mercedes was going to be a little bit more stubborn with the plastic and everything, but it was really, I found them really, really good to work with. The sandpaper, it was just a really even peel from the clear through the plastic. I got that nice even haze going all through it, and as you can see now with the polishing, it's coming up really nice, and like it had actually come up near like the finished result anyway, and before the clear, but like I say, you just couldn't quite get that clarity on the camera just through that natural light that you would normally. But that being said, I was still really happy with the outcome. And we got the old Maguire's Keep Clear. I give it a good douse, nice spray, top and bottom, a couple of good coats. So this should be good for another 12 months. And yeah, this is the end result. Hope you enjoyed. Like and follow.